Keeping track of all the listings and the buyers that you're working with can be tough. That's why Wise Agent includes transaction management tools to help you keep track of critical dates, important tasks, and all the vendors that you work with. Let me show you how Wise Agent offers templates in the system to help you get started today. Let me show you how Wise Agent offers templates in the system to help you get started. Let's look at the seller template. Click on the green plus sign to the right, and now you can name the template. If you do not wish to rename the template, just go ahead and click Save. Next, it's going to walk you through each of the different sections of the template. There are 4 main sections: dates, form fields, tasks, and contacts. The first section is the dates. These are the critical dates of the transaction, the most important dates. They will show up on your calendar in a red box to alert you when those dates are coming up. For example, you might have a list date, an expiration date, a contract date, and a close of escrow. If you want, you can edit any of these dates, make them required, and choose whether or not you want to add them to the calendar. You can also add in a new date. Let's go ahead and pick one of our dates in here. Again, you can choose whether to show it, appear on calendar, or make it required, and then click Save. Once you've added all the dates you wish to have, then you can click on the next section, which is going to be form fields. Some examples of form fields you might want to be on your checklist would be your MLS number, your list price, your escrow number, or your title number. For each of these, they are customizable, so you are able to edit them, make them required, and delete them as well. The next section is going to be the task section. This is the most detailed part of the checklist. This is where you can spell out everything you want to do from the beginning to the entire end of the transaction. One thing to note under the task section is that you can have subheadings for different sections of the checklist. To help you organize your tasks, we have divided it into 2 different sections. Here's the listing portion and all of the tasks that need to be completed. Then when it's under contract, there's a whole nother steps that you need to do for each of these. You can also edit them or delete them from here as well. If you wanted to reorder the tasks, all you need to do is click on it and drag and drop. To add in a new task, click on the green New Task button, select Custom, and the section will expand. You'll then be able to type in your description of the task, and choose what subheading it's going to be going under. The system will automatically calculate due dates based off of your critical dates. Remember, these are the dates that we put in this first section here. To set the due date calculation, you'll want to choose a certain number of days either before or after one of those critical dates. For this particular task, I want this due date to be 3 days after the list date. And in the bottom, you can choose whether to add this to your task list and if you want to assign it to a specific team member. I know Rachel always does our thank you card, so I'm going to assign this task to her and then click Save. As you scroll down, you'll now see that under the task list. Once you've added any tasks that you want to add, the last section of the template would be the contacts. In the contacts section, you could link all the vendors that you're working with on the transaction. Some examples would be the buyer, the lender, the title agency, the agent you're working with, and maybe even the agent appraisal company. Once again, you can edit or delete these, or also add a new. Let's click on Add New. Click on the drop-down and we'll select Custom. Now we need to tell the system whether to pull the contact from the vendor list or the contact list. For this specific one, we're going to choose our home inspectors. You will notice that in the description, it will automatically fill out. You are able to change this and type in here. or you can leave it as is. Once you click save, you'll notice that your contact is now saved down here. Now you're ready to use this template. Click on the finish, and then it will bring you back to your templates page. You'll now see the template that we created under My Templates. And to create a checklist off of this, you're going to click the green check mark. First click Start, and then select your template. If you need, you can assign this checklist to a team member, and then click Next in the right-hand corner. Now you'll attach a contact. You'll choose from existing or new. And once you start typing in this box, your contacts will start appearing, and you can choose them from the drop-down. I chose an existing contact, so once her name appears, I'm going to click Next. Next, we're going to attach a property. You can again choose from existing, or you can add in a new one, and then click Next again. Now this gives me the summary of the information I added. I have the template, the listing template, the contact, the property, and who this checklist is going to be assigned to. Now I can go ahead and create my checklist. This is now going to bring me into the checklist summary page. At the top of the page, you'll see the property that is listed, the client that the checklist is attached to, if the client is in a specific source, and if this checklist is assigned to a specific team member. To link more than one checklist together, you can utilize the parent checklist function. Here at the top, we also have some options you can choose from, such as marking the checklist as complete, updates appear as transaction notes, or whether or not you want it to show up on your hot list. Below that, you have the commission tracker section. This is where you can enter the sale price, the commission dollar amount, and the deal close dates. Below that are the critical dates, like the list date, expiration date, inspection due date, and then you have your important fields, such as your MLS, your listing price, and so on. Below that are your tasks. Here you can see if the task is assigned to a specific team member, and if you wanted to assign it. By checking off this task, it will mark it as completed and date stamp it on the right for you. This is a way to have a complete record of everything you did and when you did it for the entire course of the transaction. Below that are going to be our important contacts, and these are the vendors that you're working with. So if you needed to add in a new vendor, you would just click on the green plus sign and select their name from the dropdown. Below that, in the checklist files, you do have unlimited document storage included with your Wise Agent account, so you can upload and store all your forms and files right to this checklist. And finally, at the very bottom, transaction notes. This is where you can save, date, and timestamp notes related to this transaction.
Now you're ready to grow your business by providing the best customer service possible. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to our support team. Thanks for watching.